Hello, we are back for some more Daily Race B. We're at Interlagos this week in the Group 4 cars, and we're in the GT, the Citroen GT, which seems to be the meta car for this week. There's a few other cars that are competitive, get the words out. But yeah, Citroen GT is the one we're going to be using, and we've got a race starting in a minute. Going straight in with it today. Done a couple of practice laps before the stream starts. Set an okay time. I could do better, I think, but we'll see how we go. We managed to get back into SRS last week, so that's good. And our DR is in the middle of A, so we just need to try and improve that this week. See if we can push the DR a bit further. See if we can push towards A plus at all. Hopefully some good results. It's a bit of a mixed bag, this circuit, because it's quite punty. Generally, people get bit happy on the corners because there's lots of slow corners, so you tend to find you get bumped a lot. But it'll be the first race. I've not raced it yet, so we'll jump in for the first race and see how we get on in about 19 seconds. Hopefully we'll have some good races this week, because it's like I said, it's a nice circuit. It's quite a tricky circuit, but this car's quite a weird car. It's very wide, so it's going to be difficult for passing, I think. But we managed to get in for the half-past race, which is good. Nice and early. And see who we get for the first race. Assuming Ashley starts. So we're fourth for this one. We've got some it's an all A lobby, an A plus yields in. I am on a 139.1 for this one. Which put me fourth on the grid. It's not too bad. Rotten YTT, how's it going? Very good. Thanks for popping in. Yes, it'll be my first race of the week. So that'll be interesting to see how this goes. Let's see. Oh, this will be interesting. I mean, it's a GT Cup, isn't it? Apart from Nathan's in a Del Ferrari, which is going to be a decent car, I think. Ferrari acceleration is brilliant, so it might be alright. Got someone in the Swift. There's always someone in the Swift in Group 4. It's a brave choice. I would imagine the Swift's great in qualifying, but it tends to struggle in the race. I know I might struggle in the race because this is my first race, so it's going to take me a few to get into the swing of it, I think. Let's get the brake balance up to 5. Switch over to this. Maria, how's it going? Hope you're good. Alright, so first race of the week, Daily Race B in Gran Turismo 7 in the Group 4 cars at Interlagos. Hopefully we don't bin it on the first corner, which is fairly common for us. I've no idea what the braking point is going to be for turn 1. Well, I'm glad we made it round that bit. Oh, it's a short shift to this one, isn't it? I forgot about that. Gonna brake a little bit early for this corner, I think. Brake a little early and coast it in. It's gonna be a lot of that for this first lap, I think. Back doors took a bit of a smashing. Invisible, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. So as predicted, lots of bumping. People trying to push in the corners. People on I don't know if it's just because it's early in the week and people aren't used to the braking yet. Someone spun off behind. Hey Spitfire. That'd be good. Thanks for popping in. Weird line through there. Okay, bit of a gap behind. Fortunately, a bit of a gap in front as well. Oh, guy in front's got a penalty. Got to be so patient on that exit. Terrible line through there. Hopefully not a pen. This is Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo 7 on PS5. I made a right mess of some of those corners. Sorry, Lou. 1.5 second penalty is going to sting. Terrible line through there. He's going to go for a dive up the inside. So you are going to get a bit of pushing and shoving in this one. I've not tried Richard Burns Rally. It's quite an old game. Need to try and get a couple more places back. Didn't really brake hard enough on that corner. Need to stay behind these though to get the slipstream. Looks like a G7 behind. Fortunately, I caught the grass. Definitely need to brake later there. Braking way too early. I mean, this is the first race of the week, so I'm not too bothered about this. Not made any massive mistakes yet. Apart from that one. Got away with it though. Kind of jinxed that one, didn't I? Hey Jose, how's it going? Wasn't a bad save though. These cars could end up tapping each other. Just got to keep it sensible. Just try not to do anything stupid for this last couple of corners. Just coast around. The medium tyres are getting a bit of wear. But yeah, we've got plenty of time behind us. Just got to watch out for touching that grass because it really slides this car around. Yes, I am British, by the way, Spitfire. That'll do. Race 1, 6th. Should gain some DR from that. Thanks for everyone for popping in, by the way. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you are new, of course. We are streaming horizontal and vertical for this one. So, yeah, you get a choice. Just go to the live page on the channel and pick which one you prefer. The horizontal stream is a higher resolution and better bitrate. I would have guessed with a name like Spitfire. Clean race. I'll take that. That's going to get the SR heading in the right direction. We gained SR, yeah. Gained SR and DR. And I'm surprised I got a clean race because I did tap into someone. So I wasn't expecting that at all. What happened to Yale? I'm guessing Yale got punted off. Yeah, I'm surprised I got a clean race from that. Cheers to the GGs. No, I'm from Liverpool. Not from Yorkshire. Yeah, we've nearly maxed out the old SR again. Which is good, because we were right at the beginning of B last week in the SR. So we've come strides. We've got it back from the bottom of B, back to near the top of S again. Which is good. Alright, let's queue up for the next one. 7 minutes. Oh, that's not too bad between races. I would have expected it worse. Need to try and improve our quali time. Because I'm currently on a 1:39.1 is my quali time. Where's that? 235th. We are at the moment. Not too bad. For a Tuesday. Can go quicker though, I think. I reckon I can go quicker. Right, let's put the old brake balance up. The car feels so different in the race to the qualifying, so it does take takes a few races to get into it. Because the weight feels slightly different because of the fuel and stuff. The tyre wear, you have to get used to that, and how the slipstream affects the braking. So it does take a few races to get into it. Yeah, it's a horrible line. Brake too late though. I did the quali laps yesterday. Did a few last night. So I've only done a couple of warm-up laps today. So I just need to get the time going again. But if we can keep starting decent way up the grid. Ah, bit too much wheel spin. Turned in a bit late on that corner. Got to be quite careful of the curbs with this car. It will slide. Even though we're on medium tyres, it will slide quite a lot. Especially with the +5 brake balance, it doesn't need any excuses for the back end to spin round. As we saw when I touched the grass and nearly spun it out. So I'm braking around the 50 board. Ah, cut the corner. Rubbish, penalty. Because you've got to kind of, that curb, you've got to cut right across it, but not on the grass. If you touch the grass, then it's a penalty. So Gran Turismo 7 is quite generous with the track limits. It tends to be the inside of the curbs rather than the white line. So in other sims and stuff, you'll expect a track limit penalty on the white line, but this one, you can use all the curb. As long as your outside tyre is on the curb, you're generally okay. A little bit of wheel spin there, but not too bad. Yeah, with rallying it's okay. In fact, it's encouraged. And it's really easy to go wide on that corner as well. Get a penalty straight away. And no, Ahmed, this is Gran Turismo 7 on PS5. The reason the Citroen's quite popular this week is you can take quite tight turns in a high gear. So it works quite well with this. But you have to short it, shift it a tiny bit. Ah, a little bit wide there. Caught the grass. So you know what? I'm not entirely sure. I quite like Toyota. I'd guess if I had to pick one. It used to be Hyundai. We've kind of moved more to Toyota for WRC. 230, so a tenth of a bit behind. That's the thing with that first corner. If you put too much steering in, the back end goes if you put the power down too much. And if the back end slides, it completely ruins the entry for the next corner. And you lose a ton of time. So we've got a race starting in 2 minutes. Just trying to see if I can improve my quality time. I'm chasing a ghost of the top time on the leaderboard. We're not a million miles away. It's a bit better. Hello, Max. Hey, Body Snatcher. Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, decent weekend. Caught a bit of that, too much of that curve. Stops you turning back in. Yeah, it's Interlagos. Good circuit. Why no, wasn't the GP there that week, this weekend? Wonder if that's influenced their decision. A little bit slow out the corner there. This won't be as good as the last lap, I don't think. So easy to spin it. Seto, no, this is Gran Turismo 7. So we're not going to get another lap in. Oh, slightly slower, 10 slower. So third gear coming out around that corner in this car stops the wheel spin a bit, but you just don't quite get the acceleration. Yeah, it's Gran Turismo 7 looks great. It's one of the best looking sim. Well, I'd call it a sim. A lot of people wouldn't. But I don't get precious about that kind of thing. Right, see where we start on the grid for this one. Fourth again. Right, so Mav's in. He's usually quite quick in second. Yill's back in eighth. Hopefully he won't get spun out again. Yeah, I'm sure it is. But I'm playing on a controller, so iRacing on a controller would be extremely hard, I would imagine. How is that, Mav? Just put that on there. Sort that later. Hey, Karen. I'm in A at the moment. AS. Back up to AS. So we had a DR reset a few weeks back, which dropped us down to the bottom of DRB. And our sportsmanship rating was the bottom of C, so that didn't go great. We managed to get the driver rating back up, and finally got the sportsmanship rating back into S again. It's been a weird couple of weeks. Yeah, might catch you on if you're on the EU servers. Well, UK guys on tonight. Alright, let's see how this one goes. I mean, if I can keep getting any DR, I'll be well happy. But yeah, thanks everyone for popping in. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you are new. We are streaming in horizontal and vertical, so if you see me speaking to people you haven't seen, that is why. Because it's got separate chats, unfortunately. They haven't sorted that out yet. A little bit slow off the start there. Hoping this guy doesn't go for a massive dive. He's going for a massive dive. Fair play. He didn't go for the... It didn't push me off. Hey Farouk, how's it going? Hope he goes. No worries, Farouk. Appreciate you dropping in. Nearly spun it. Make sure we've got enough space. Oops. That's me punted off. And now you can be just as quick on controller on this. Until someone launches you completely off the circuit. I'm guessing he probably didn't even get a penalty for that. See if we can gain anything back. Number of times I've been taken out on that corner though. No worries, Dom. Thanks for popping in. Quite a lot of people get penalties on this, so if we can escape the penalties, fair chance we might catch them up, or at least the ones at the back. But in the A lobbies, there's not much distance between people. Everyone's pretty quick. The guy in front's got the slipstream of the cars in front as well, so he's just pulling away. Need to turn in a bit better there. Taking too much of that curb. With the cars are bunched up like they are, there's always a chance that they could take each other out. A lot of smoke there. Someone has indeed come off. We're catching up with these. Couple of freebies for those fighting. See if we can catch up with this guy. Hey Leroy, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. I mean, I'm glad we've got a couple of places back. We've got one more lap after this. But there's a big gap. Guy behind had a penalty. Probably for punting someone off. It was a bit wreckfest, yeah. I mean, would you expect anything else in Daily Race B? And this is like supposed to be a cleanish lobby because it's AS. That was my bad. Guess the G70 has to brake a lot earlier. Bear that in mind for next time. I mean, the penalty's my fault that he got. So I will wait for him. I've got to get a direct drive wheel, why is that? Doing alright on the controller. Yeah, unfortunately that's a SR, well I've got absolutely tanked in that. Who was it? VR. Has he got? Yeah, he's already gone. So how much SR have we lost? We gained SR. Wow. How's that work? How does that work? Right, let's see who punted me off. Yeah, I was thinking you just missed the breaking point. I mean, it's easily done. We'll have a look. But yeah, I think we've lost quite a lot of DR there. No, it's not too bad. Or sportsmanship rating. I've no idea. I don't get the sportsmanship rating in this sometimes. Makes no sense. Because we had it's like the race the other week. We had at Nürburgring Sprint. And you couldn't gain SR for anything. You could go around the entire circuit, no penalties, no track limit penalties, didn't touch anybody else, and you lose SR. Because that's why I ended up back down in B in the SR. So it was very weird. Yeah, I get that like in the B lobbies and stuff, but in the A lobbies, people should be able to account for that. So it's this guy, isn't it? To be honest, that's partly me. That is partly me. I've cut right across him. He's alright. Yeah, that's fair enough. I didn't see him coming in that quick. That's on me, that one. Evan, this is Gran Turismo 7 on PS5. He was just taking the line. He couldn't do anything about that. Right, let's queue up for the next one. 6 minutes. I cut right across him. He was going in. He had the corner. He was going to make that turn. I think he hit the brakes late, but I cut right into him. I should have come in a bit wider. If it had come in wider and he still hit me, then that would have been on him. But I didn't do myself any favours. Put it that way. No, Evan, this is only on PlayStation. Let's get a couple more laps in. It's all a learning experience. That depends on the person with the controller. But yes, it's definitely one of the best. It's one of the best controller implementations for a racing game. Partly due to how good the DualSense is. The PlayStation controller is so good. Yeah, massively overshot that. I mean, you can see the inputs, so you can be the judge of how smooth it is. But they have a bit of dampening on the controller, on the inputs, to help smooth it out a bit. And no, I don't follow F1. I've had stick drift many times. It's just one of the downsides of controllers, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not an F1 fan, so. And the online racing on F1 I have seen, and don't really want part of that, unfortunately. Things can be bad on this sometimes, but on F1 it looks even worse. Ah, horrible time. I don't play on PC, so this is on PlayStation. I don't think iRacing would play very well with the controller. And we got Project Motor Racing coming out in, well, just over a week. Well, it's nearly 2 weeks, isn't it, I guess, Project Motor Racing. I should get early access, though, so hopefully I can bring you that before it comes out. Yes, it's available on PS4. Although, oh, just outside. I think they're going to be stopping support for some features on PS4. Because the new Spec 3 update that's out in December, I think is only on PS5. Or some of it is, anyway. So I think they're kind of dropping support for PS4. Finishing some of the new features, anyway. I mean, it plays well on PS4. I have actually played this on a PS4. The main downside is the loading times. Hey Dev, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. Oh, too late. I need to brake just before the 50. Let's do that again. Get another one. Hey Mike, how's it going? Oh, you'd be surprised. Loads of people still use PS4s. But, you know, the PS5's been out for what? Like 5 years or something. I prefer the manual shifting or the face buttons on X and square. Because my thumb's not doing anything, but my fingers, it'd make it awkward on the bumper buttons. For me, anyway. Ah. Just didn't turn it early enough. to link it to the vertical streams across the horizontal. Alright, if you go to the live page, there should be more than one available. There should be 2 streams on the live page, I think. But if you just go to the main channel page, hit on live, and there'll be 2. The vertical and the horizontal one. Just click on the one you're on. But you know that, Mike. I think it just points to the live page. And it's because the vertical stream goes live later than the horizontal one. Yeah, I might have to start putting the original link back in. It's just me being lazy. Because on the... I think on vertical... Can you follow the links? I think you have to copy and paste it, don't you, off the vertical stream? Yeah. We've had one good race and one not so good race. I mean, the first race, we... couple of mistakes. Came 5th, I think, 6th. Gained some DR anyway. Second race... yeah, I got absolutely launched off the first corner. Oh, okay. Got some A+s in here. Starting 7th. We need to improve our quality time. Look at some of these times. See, we need to be kind of there. Knock another couple of tenths off. It's definitely... At least I've got another tenth out of this. I reckon I can be around there somewhere. But yeah, I need to improve the quality time. I like this combo. That's because I tend to only do race B, so I can't remember what race A is this week. But yeah, I like this combo. Interlagos Gr.4 is a nice mix. I quite like Gr.3 here as well. Gr.3 at Interlagos is nice. More people spin off in Gr.3, so you get more freebies. People tend to keep the Gr.4 cars on the track better. Although this one is a bit of a spinner, this GT car, if you catch the curves wrong. As I nearly discovered in the first race. Nearly completely spun it out. Yeah, mediums help. Mediums tyres definitely help. A couple of G70s knocking about still, but it looks like the old GT Cup. Gonna have to be careful on the brakes for this first corner. Car behind skidded a bit. Do you mean the other sims and stuff? I tried ACC. ACC is horrible on controller. I'm hoping Project Motor Racing's decent. Because the controller gameplay they showed the other day was looked pretty smooth. Ah, penalty. Terrible line through there. Hate penalties on the first lap. It makes such a difference. Gonna have to go some to get decent time now. Car behind a bit naughty there, trying to spin me out. In the wars, when you start getting back here, start getting bumped and bashed all over the place. Right, need to try and catch these in front. It's going to be tricky though. Because Yill's got the slipstream of the car in front, so they're just going to pull each other away. And I'm probably going to lose a place to this one behind. Bit of a tap there, he must have touched him. So this car's going to go for a big dive up the inside. Not the best line through there, lost a load of time. This is a DRA. Hey, catch. Another penalty. Just didn't hit the brakes hard enough on that corner. Penalty's killing me on this. I think Yill's got a penalty as well. Need to come in far deeper on that corner. Carnage behind. They're probably going to catch on the straight, so it's going to get absolutely mental. Third gear's a lot safer around there, if a little bit slow. It's going for safety. Turn up the power setting, unfortunately that's not possible. And there's only so fast you can go before you run out of corners. Felt a bit better. Braking too early there. was that penalty? That must have been close. Thought I'd cut that then. Yeah, that'll be nice. Oh, I think he's got a penalty. That looked like he went well over the curb. Yeah, the new data thing looked interesting. I mean, Coach Dave won't be happy because it basically does what their Delta app does. So I'd imagine subscriptions to that are going to drop. Let's see if this guy tries to completely block me off. Oh, he tried to cheat. He tried to cheat the penalty. Nah, didn't quite have enough. I mean, do many games have that built in? I wouldn't know. It's not something. I don't think it's something I'd use very much. It's only going to benefit. Which one's that? The GT7 Power Pack. I've not seen that one. I didn't think they ever paid DLC. You can cheat by going onto the grass. Because the way the penalties work, it slows the car down. It applies the brakes. So if you go onto the grass, the brakes don't work as well. So you don't slow down as much. But it's harder to control the car. So what people do, well, some people do, they'll go onto the grass at the penalty bit, and then they cheat the penalty system because they come away faster than someone who's done it properly. Yeah, it's an exploit, really. It's an exploit. It's not. It's just taking advantage of what the game lets you do. Is what I'd say. I know people get a bit iffy about it, I think, but then the same people are quite happy to bump draft in the game, and that's an exploit. So they like to choose which exploits are cheating and which aren't. Because bump drafting shouldn't be allowed either, but everyone does it, and they say that's fine. But apparently, trying to beat the penalty system isn't. It's a bit double standards for me. If you think one's okay, then you can't complain about the other. It's like trying to choose which exploits are fine. Well, that's it. It's because, it's meant to be strategy. In real life, you could possibly give somebody a slight tap and get away with it. But for most racing cars, you hit someone in the back end, you're basically going to break their suspension, or yours, or your steering rack, or something like that. The cars aren't that strong. You hit someone in the back of a Group C car at Le Mans, and neither of you are going to come out of it very well. But in this, people just tap into the back of each other all the time on those circuits. Daytona and Le Mans, to catch up with the pack in front. And, it just doesn't happen. I've done it again. Braking too late. Exactly. So you can't say bump drafting's okay, but trying to cheat the penalties by running over the grass isn't. In my view, anyway. Yeah, it's pretty much on the 50. I was just going slightly late. It's quite tricky to nail that left-right combo on controller. Any quick left-rights on controller struggle a bit. Well, the controller struggles a bit. Yeah, the Spec 3 update looks pretty decent. Catch was just linking to another DLC, but I will have a look at that. It's quite unusual for them to do a paid update. If it's just single-player events, I'm not going to bother. But I can't imagine they'll do anything that... if it's a, you know, paid multiplayer event, that's not going to work. Mike, I'm on 10. But to be honest, it doesn't make that much difference. I used to use 5, and I've not really found 10 any different. Not enough to make, you know, any difference to what I'm doing. Yeah, if it's single player, I'm not going to bother. Because if you start doing paid DLC for multiplayer, you just start splitting the player base. Ah, back slits. I don't really play the single player on this, really. Apart from doing some of the license tests and circuit experiences occasionally to get a bit of extra cash. Need to get that third gear right. Viper, yeah. This is Gran Turismo. See if we can actually get a decent lap in. That's the thing, when you're trying to push it to get a quali time, just as soon as you ruin a corner, that's it. Cut the corner. I mean, it's often on sale. Unless you haven't got a PlayStation, then obviously that's not going to help. It'd be interesting if they ever did this on PC. 'Cause I'm sure there's a market for it. But then there's some Project Motor Racing. It's obviously the people who've done a lot of Project Car stuff, so it'd be interesting to see what the handling model's like. Ah, done it again. If it's more sim or more like this, kind of more accessible. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be more accessible, which would be brilliant for people on console. Obviously, Rennsport's out this week, but from what I've seen of that so far, doesn't look great. I mean, the online racing looks alright. There's just not a lot of it. For the price, anyway. But Project Motor Racing looks pretty good. Lost a load of time on that corner. On that one. Too much wheel spin. Not that I finished the lap anyway. Right. Let's see what we get on this one. So we've got we do need to get that time better. So Maverick's on at 1:38.9. So if we can get somewhere a bit closer to that, must be what I want. I don't think they will. They tend not to remove any old ones. Yeah, I should. I'm a Giants partner now, so announcement. I'm a Giants gaming partner, so I should get PMR early. And I should get a key for it. I know they're definitely doing it on PC. I believe they're doing it on PlayStation as well. Cheers for the sub, Viper. So yeah, I should be able to bring you that a couple of days early, I think. With a bit of luck. Yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a go. I put a community post up a couple of days ago with some controller gameplay from it. And it looks alright. So I'm hoping it'll be decent. Oh, it'd be nice to have a bit of variety. Cheers for the good looks. I don't think Yill's in this one. Right. At least they never got a penalty straight away, I don't think. Just got to brake nice and early so I don't pull this guy off. Let's go for the 100-meter board. Someone has been punted off. Maverick, I think. Decentish first lap. I'll take that for lap one. I had to back off then, I was going to hit him. Need to catch up with him again and get a bit of slipstream. He missed his braking completely. He must have caught the grass. Wasn't expecting the Ferrari to brake quite so early though. Someone else who went flying off because he missed the braking? Aha! You should give it a go. Car in front with a penalty. He's going to lose a few places. I mean, it depends if I've got the friends list up, as it's friends of friends, so. That was a bit dodgy. He was a bit desperately trying to get his place back then. So if you're friends with someone on my friends list, then yeah, you can have me. He's going to go for a big dive on the inside. He's quite happy to dive bomb though. He's not going to get past, though. He hasn't got the speed. I mean, I'll take that. Should be some more DR. Try and replace some of what we lost in the last one. The controller settings, I can show you in a minute. Let's have a look. Options. So, I've got... Vibration function is turned on, so I've just got standard buttons with all that kind of stuff. I use the face buttons for manual gears. If I go into the race, I'll show you the controller settings I've got in there. Qualifying time trial. It is... So my assist settings, I've got manual transmission, traction controls off, ABS default, everything else turned off. Controller settings, I've got sensitivity on 10, which, you know, and I've just got strong trigger effects, and they're just for wheels, so they don't do anything on controller, but I've got sensitivity on 10. Doesn't really do much, to be honest. I used to do it on 5, and I've not noticed a great deal of difference on 10. But that's what the setting is. They're pretty basic settings on play. I'd like a bit more. I think there needs to be more adjustment. Because the way that you have the dampening on controllers, on the steering and the throttle and brake and stuff, I'd like to turn that down a bit. Because it gets in the way sometimes. Bit too late there. And the cars in this are a bit more planted than ACC. Cars in GT7 seem to have quite a lot of grip, but they lose the grip really, really quick. No worries, Mike. Yeah, I'll probably just do one more race tonight, I think. But thanks for popping in, much appreciated. I mean, save for everyone, thanks for popping in. It's much appreciated, thanks for the subs. And don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. All helps the stream out. And if you're watching on the vertical stream, don't forget to tap those emojis, because that helps out. Yeah, I've tried ACC with a controller. I mean, I've got something playable on it, but the controller feedback's just not as good as it is on this. Oops. Lost a load of time there anyway. Yes, this is a lot more accessible than ACC. Hey Super Cyan, how's it going? yeah, that'll make a difference. This is Gran Turismo 7 on PS5. Ah, horrible. I quite like this car. To be honest, I was a bit iffy about it when people started using it, but I'll give it a go and it drives really nicely. I mean, I don't like the engine noise. I think the engine noise is rubbish. I don't mind how it looks. I think it's terrible in a cockpit view if anyone uses that. It's like driving from inside a letterbox. It's a bit better. Yeah, it's the Citroen GT. This might be an okay time. Yes! Get in! That's more like it! Save that replay. That's better. 138.9. Where does that put us on the ranking board? Oh, just outside the top 100. Oh, that is so close. It's not a bad time though, eh? The reason it works so well on this circuit, the Citroen, is because the gearing. You can take a lot of the corners in a higher gear than you can in the other cars, so it accelerates away quicker. No worries, Body Snatcher. Thanks for popping in. Yep, next Thursday will be the next one. We'll just do one more race tonight. I'm well happy with that time. That's kind of what I wanted. And we're less than a tenth away from Sparks. That's good, isn't it? Lima Laura, how's it going? Or Lima Law. I'm well happy with that. Should move me up the grid a bit. Hey, Alex. Just need to get that pace going in a race. It's all well and good doing it when you're following a ghost. But trying to do it on my own, that's the hard part. I tend to be extra cautious in the actual races. Oh, I don't know. There's been a lot of people faster in these lobbies. I reckon it'll be about third or fourth. Yeah, third, just behind Marv. What's my favourite food? I don't know. I like lots of food. I don't have a particular favourite. So we're ahead of some of the others. What's your favourite food, Jason? And I'm guessing a Liverpool supporter as well. Good man. Fine choice. Right, let's get the brake balance up. Alright, one more race. Last race of the night. See if we can do something decent with it. It's going to be tricky because everyone's going to be super fast. I'm going to be going backwards at this. My race pace is nowhere near the quali time. Not the good best first sector there, but it gives me a bit of a gap for this first corner. Powered by joystick, indeed. By the power of the DualSense Controller. Mav having a few connection issues. I nearly spun it on the grass. Just managed to catch that before it went. Need to carry a bit more speed through that corner. I'm driving a Citroen GT. Guy behind's a decent driver. I said he was a decent driver, and then he ends up tapping me a couple of times. Messed that corner up there. So I should get a bit of slipstream, but unfortunately the guy's moved over, so he's given the slipstream to the other guy next to me. Fair play. Give me the space. He was faster than me there, so I had to give him it. Who's that guy? What is it with the Greek drivers? Completely launched me off the circuit. He basically just barged everyone out of the way. And you won't even get a penalty for that either. This is a simulator. He's literally simulating driving cars. Don't have any weird turbo boosts. I can't make impossible turns. Forgot where I was then. I mean, I'll be playing Project Motor Racing. Is there someone in a BMW? But there's not an awful lot of choice on console, really. So I'm not a fan of ACC. The guys at Kunos don't know how to do multiplayer. Apparently. But yeah, we're giving Project Motor Racing a go. I mean, I was tempted by Rensport, but having seen some reviews of it, I'll probably give it a miss. For now, anyway. I've got an old Thrustmaster T150. Pretty basic wheel. And I prefer the controller to that. I get better feedback through the controller than I do through that. Messed that corner up. Might get away with it though. This race is GT-ARC. What is GT-ARC? Hey, Matthias. I have absolutely no idea. I have no idea who Cruz Ramirez is. Right. Where's that? Did we lose SR in that? Or did we gain it? Oh, we kept it the same. So we've... because our SR is maxed out. We've lost a bit of DR again. We're getting punted off again. These are Lego. Yeah, they're all Lego, these. Yeah, they're not diecast. They're all Lego Speed Champions. Save the replay. Right, that was the last one for me for tonight. We've got a couple of roulettes to open, I think. So we've kind of... Let's see where we've ended. Just below halfway in A, so we've lost a bit. Our SR is now maxed out in S, which is about as good as it gets. Yeah, which car is my favourite? There's a Gran Turismo car in here. This one. It's the Lamborghini Gran Turismo that they did, the concept car. That's quite cool. The BMW GT3 is quite nice as well. I've got a bunch of others. But yeah, there's the BMW M3 GT. There's a camera. Yeah, that was that's quite a nice car. Quite like that one. That was in a set with like a controller, like with an LMP1 type car. That was quite a nice set. Yeah, I do like the Lego. Let's get my controller back. It's fallen down there. Right, we've got it. Cool. Right, got a couple of roulettes to open for this. Good job, these controls are pretty sturdy. Oh, we've only got one. Okay. Let's see what we've got. And it's a 4-star. See what we get. It's probably going to be an engine or an exhaust. I'll take the cash. I'll do. Hey, I've no idea. I tend not to do the manufacturers. So, yeah, I'm not sure on that one. This is a Daily Race B I've been doing. Camshaft, yeah. It's normally that kind of stuff. Right. So, that is it for me for tonight. It was a mixed bag tonight, wasn't it? I got gained DR for a couple of races, lost DR from getting punted off for a couple. Got the SR back up to max S, which is good. Set a decent lap, just outside the top 100, which is okay. Hopefully, some better races on Thursday as people get used to the cars a bit more, because we're back on Thursday for more Daily Race B in the Citroen, I would imagine, since that's the meta car. I don't know if I'll improve the time much more than that, but I'll give it a go. But yeah, thanks everyone for popping in. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for chatting along. Otherwise, it's just me talking to myself. And like I said, I will be back on Thursday. Hopefully catch you then. Until then, bye for now.